Hello, welcome back for this class. So I'm going to teach in this class about present value of bond, how to find out present value of bond. Okay, so why it is required? First of all, it is required to understand, to evaluate the value of a bond, whether to buy or not to buy. So this will be a practical oriented problem, will be asked in the exam especially, and also while choosing any bond to purchase, you can use this concept, that is present value of the bond. So I hope you studied a concept called as NPV in the financial management, correct? So what is a full form of NPV? So that makes us understand, whether what is the current value of that security or any asset, net present, or even the projects also. So we are going to use the concept called as NPV, net present value, in finding the present value of bonds. Very simple. Okay, so the concept is present value of a bond. So we understood in the previous class what is bond, the features of bond, risk involved in bond, types of bond. So all those things we understood about the bond, and also the returns on the bond. So we understood what is YTM, that is yield to maturity. Can anyone say what is a YTM? It is a rate of return, expected rate of return. Okay, if any investor holds that security or a bond till its maturity, that is called as YTM. Okay, then so now in this topic we are understanding, okay, how to the present value of bond, how to find out the present value of bond. So the formula for this you can write down along with me. Present value of bond can be written as, okay, that is C1 1 plus y raised to 1 plus C2 1 plus y raised to 2, so on. Then the last one, that is Cn 1 plus 5 y raised to n for nth, okay, plus the face value that is 1 plus y raised to n, where y is YTM, yield to maturity, okay, C is coupon amount, FV stands for face value. So we are going to use this formula, that is present value of the bond, okay, or we can also denote it as P naught. We can also use this formula also. This is consolidated, this is expanded, this one is short form, summation. We are going to, instead of writing all this big problem, we can write even summation. Both are same. The formula which I mentioned here is also same whatever I written on the board. Okay, so either you can use this formula or you can use this formula. Both are same. If you write this, the next step you need to write this. Simple. Expansion. So what is the meaning of n here? Maturity year, right? N may be 3, 4, 5. If it is 5, you'll get one more, C3, C4, then C5. Very simple. The meaning of dot in a sense here, so it may up to nth year. Clear? Any doubt up to this? So this formula is used to find out what? Bond. So first point is YTM is needed. Y stands for YTM. Or in some books what they do is instead of Y they write R, rate. That is also there because you can see here 1 plus R. Here R in the sense YTM, or directly you can write Y. Anything is okay. Clear? Any doubt? Done. Have you written this formula? Written. Shall we solve one problem? Right. Take down one problem. So we'll understand how to find out a solution for this. And kindly pardon, this is BOND. Rupees 100 par value, 100 is a face value, bond bearing a coupon rate 11%, matures after 5 years, that is maturity period is 5 years. The expected YTM is 15%. The present market price is 82. Can investor buy it or not? We should conclude. First, we'll start to find the present value. Present value of bond can be found out by using YTM. YTM is must to find out the present value. So YTM is given, right? So also first face value is 100 rupees. Coupon rate, that is R, is 11%. Then C will be, coupon amount will be 11 by 100 into 100, that is 11 rupees. So maturity value, that is N, is equal to 5 years. So we'll use the formula. Formula is, we need to substitute, that is 11 plus, so how to write down 15%, 0.15 raised to 1, like that. 11 1 plus 0.15 raised to 2, 3, 4 and 5. $86.605. Check. 86 point 556. No problem. 86.6. I can say 86 point. Have you got this answer? Right. Now, how to conclude? Very simple. What is this? What you got? 86 rupees. What is this? Present value. As per your calculation. YTM expected YTM 15% ಆದರೆ ಅದರದ್ದು present value is 86. But in the market you are getting for 82. What do you want to do? Actually ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರ 86 ಅದು. ಆದರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 82 ರೂಪೀಸ್ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರೋ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರ 86 ರೂಪಾಯಿ, ಅದೇ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 82 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ? ನೆಟ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ is rupees 86, is rupees 86, considering expected YTM is 15%. Next line, the market price is rupees 82. So it is undervalued. Therefore, investor should buy. In this session, we're going to learn about bond value theorem. The first theorem under bond value theorem is interest rate versus bond rate. Interest rate versus bond rate. So now you know already interest rate, correct? So the bond rate, that is, it fluctuates in the secondary market. So if interest rate increase or decrease, then what will be the impact on the bond rate? That is what the theorem number 1. So what happens if interest rate goes up? So what will be impact on the bond market value? Very simple. Okay. So the bond price and the market interest rate are inversely related. The bond price and market interest rate are inversely related. That means if interest rate increase, bond price decrease. If interest rate decrease, bond price increase. The relationship between interest rate and bond price is inversely related, right? Then coupon rate versus market rate. So that is the second theorem. If coupon rate is equal to market rate, the coupon rate means which is rate of interest on bond. If it is equal to market rate, then bond sells at par value. Okay. If coupon rate is more than the market price, market rate, bond sells at premium. Will you agree? Right? Then if coupon rate is less than the market rate, bond sells at discount. Very simple. It's a logic. Okay. Time to maturity effect. ಇವಾಗ ಒಂದು ಬಾಂಡಿಗೆ 5 ವರ್ಷ ಮೆಚುರಿಟಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿರಿ. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇಯರ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಮೆಚುರಿಟಿ ಹತ್ರ ಬಂದಂಗೆಲ್ಲ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ದಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಥಿಯರಮ್ ಸೇಸ್. ಆರ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ವಾಟ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಸೇಯಿಂಗ್? ಸೊ longer the maturity bond are more sensitive to the interest rate changes. ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಿರ್ತದೆ, ಫ್ಲಕ್ಚುಯೇಷನ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ರೇಟ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಲೆಸ್ ಅಫೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್. ಸೊ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಹೈ ರಿಸ್ಕ್. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಡ್ಯೂರೇಷನ್, what happens? There will be a fluctuation in the bond rates. If there is a less, then bond rates may not fluctuate. Aita. So when there is a more time for maturity, then sensitivity, the bonds are more sensitivity to interest rate changes. If the bond it is near to maturity, then there will be less fluctuation, less risk. Long term bonds having more risk, short term bonds, when the bonds are very near to maturity, then there will be no risk. I mean, there will be no variability in the bond price. So if the bond is having 5 years of maturity, other bond is having just 1 year of maturity, the variability in the price of the bond you find more which is having long duration. Are you understanding? And the fourth one is price changes pattern. That is, when interest rate changes, the price increasing, price when it increases, when interest rate changes, when price will increase, when interest rate decreases. When interest rate decreases, the price of the bond will increase, right? Which is gradual. That means it's not so that quantum. But when price decreases, that is when interest rate increases, the price decreases, it is in more quantum when compared to the increase. Andre ಇವಾಗ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ರೇಟ್ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆದರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ವಿ ಲರ್ನ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ the first, if interest rate increases, bond rate if interest rate decreases, bond rate, right. So if interest rate increases, the bond price decreases, right? It is more in quantum, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಬಾಂಡ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡ್ತದೆ, right? When compared to when interest rate decreases, bond price increase ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಆ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಮ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ, ಬಾಂಡ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಫೋರ್ತ್ right. See, when interest rate changes, the first one, the price increases of the bond. ಯಾವಾಗ bond price increase ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? When interest rate decreases. So the price which the quantum of price which is increasing will be very less, gradual, slow. But when interest rate increases, price of a bond decreases, right? It will be very rapid, fast, and in much more quantum when compared to the first instance. Converges to the face value. A bond approaches to maturity, the price will be equal to face value. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಬಾಂಡ್ ಮೆಚುರಿಟಿ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋದಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ 5 years ಮೆಚುರಿಟಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇಯರ್, ಥರ್ಡ್ ಇಯರ್, ಫೋರ್ತ್, ಫಿಫ್ತ್ ಇಯರ್ ಬರ್ತಿರುವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಬಾಂಡ್ ಅಪ್ರೋಚಸ್ ಟು ಮೆಚುರಿಟಿ. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬಾಂಡ್, the market price of the bond will be almost equal to the face value. Is it clear? Na ಹೇಳೋದು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ, right? So the bond price, I mean the market price of the bond will vary. ಯಾವಾಗ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? 5 years ಇದ್ದಾಗ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹಳ ವೇರಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇಯರ್ ನಲ್ಲಿನೂ ಬಹಳ ವೇರಿ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಥರ್ಡ್ ಇಯರ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಇಯರ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಫಿಫ್ತ್ ಇಯರ್ ಬಂದಾಗ it will be almost to the equal to face value. Clear? Are understanding? So first to second year price ಬಹಳ ವೇರಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಎದ್ರದ್ದು ಪ್ರೈಸ್? ಬಾಂಡ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಟು ಥರ್ಡ್ ಇಯರ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಮ್ಮಿ, ಥರ್ಡ್ ಇಯರ್ ಟು ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಇಯರ್ ಇನ್ನ ಕಮ್ಮಿ, fourth to fifth year it is almost equal to face value.